How's everybody today? Good. Well, you know that you usually improve a lot between the first game and the second game, and I was a little disappointed in some parts of our team today in terms of how we executed and what we did. Defensively, I thought for the most part played pretty well. I gave up one really big explosive play on a flea flicker, which was a difficult play for us, but for the most part, I thought the defense played fairly well. You know, we got way too many penalties. Offensively, way too many inconsistencies, too many penalties, too many shooting ourselves in the foot, getting behind them down a distance. You know, dropped some big plays, got a big play called back, 70-yard play called back for holding. Just, you know, need to execute a lot better on offense. I thought special teams were okay, but really, you know, I thought Jalen did okay. He missed a couple throws, but, you know, we're going to have to keep building with what these quarterbacks can do. Really disappointed that we couldn't go finish the game on offense at the end of the game. Fumble the ball and give it back to the team when you're just trying to take the air out of the ball. It's bad ball. It's bad football, and it's not the kind of football we want to play here, and it's not the kind of football team we want to have. And I don't know that I've ever been this disappointed after winning a game, maybe ever. But anyway, we have lots of work to do. We're going to play a lot better teams, and I didn't think we practiced very well this week. I didn't think we prepared very well for this game. I don't think we respected the team that we played. Like I said before, you know, when you're arrogant, it makes you complacent and creates a blatant disregard for doing things right. And if we don't start doing things right, we're not going to have the kind of success that we're capable of. So we'll certainly focus on that. It's all my responsibility. So we need to get the job done better. I'm almost embarrassed that I didn't do a better job for our team. So.
Looking at Jalen's game, how did you think his decision-making was in his first start as quarterback?
He made some good decisions. He did some things that had some guys open that we didn't hit. I think, you know, we got to get more comfortable in making those reads. You know, they kind of played us to, we're not going to let you run the ball, so we're going to play, you know, middle of the field coverage the whole game, and if the quarterback can beat us throwing it, well, that's the way it's going to be. And we had lots of guys open and had some big plays opportunities. Some we made, some we didn't. We're certainly going to have to make those in the future if people choose to play that way against us.
Mark?
Yeah, just following up on the quarterbacks. Did Jalen do enough to win the team and win the job today?
You know, I think we need to watch the film and make that decision. I think the people around him, whoever plays quarterback here, needs to play better. We got too much pressure in the pocket. You know, too many penalties, too many long yardage situations, too many drop balls, a couple guys open, we don't get them the ball. So we just need to do a lot of improving, and I'm focused on what we need to do to improve rather than worrying about who's going to be the quarterback right now. Whoever it is, they need to improve.
Back to Ben.
Western Kentucky came out and really tried to throw the ball early on. How do you think the defense did against that?
Well, other than the one play that we gave up, and, you know, we stripped the ball out on it and had a chance to get the fumble on that one, but we got out of it with a field goal. So, you know, that's the only score they had until we turned it over. We had the twos in there, trying to make it simple for them. And, you know, they had a touchdown on us, but supposed to be able to finish the game on offense. But I thought the defense played pretty well and had 2 picks, scored on defense. Had a couple other opportunities where the ball was on the ground and we didn't get it, but we're going to have to do a better job in the turnover department.
Up front here with Ken.
Even in camp, you told us, you know, you were concerned about the false steps, the self-inflicted penalties and stuff. You know, in your experience, is that, you know, how does that get handled and how does that?
Well, we only had 4 last week. So I don't know what we have, 12 today, and probably 10 of those on offense. How do we have 4 last week and 12 this week? So we'll just go back and try to do what we did before. I mean, we have officials that practice every day. We call penalties on guys. The disappointing thing about a lot of the penalties is they're self-inflicted wounds. I mean, they're like unforced errors, false starts and, things that are really lack of focus and discipline type penalties, which the good news is they are correctable, and we certainly need to get them corrected, and that's certainly my responsibility.
Coach, your opinion of Calvin Ridley, and what did he do this game that really changed his performance from the first week?
Well, I think that the way they played, there was a lot of single coverage outside. Last week we got a lot of man-to-man, and I think that, Calvin's pretty good one-on-one with a lot of people, and had a really good game and did a good job today. So I was pleased with what he was able to do.
Just want to ask you about the running game. Obviously not the production you normally get. What were your thoughts on just kind of the running backs, what they did?
Well, we didn't really run it very well last week either. We just had a couple explosive plays. I mean, we had 2 long runs last week, which made it look like we ran it a lot better than we did. We're going to have to do a better job on a more consistent basis, being able to run the ball. I thought we ran a little better in the second half than the first. But again, they sort of played us to say, you're not running the ball. We're going to get enough guys up there that, we're going to make it tough for you to run. We're still going to have to be able to run some in those situations, but, we got to do a better job. We got to finish blocks better. Got to do a better job. I think we got to do a little better job systematically so that we have a better chance to run it too.
And lastly, I just want to ask you, it looked like there were some arguments between yourself and Lane on the sidelines, or at least...
There's no arguments.
Okay.
Those are called ass chewings. I mean...
Last one up here with Mark.
Yeah, we saw Alphonse Taylor and Ross sort of rotating there at right guard. Is that an ongoing thing, or how do you sort of evaluate that going forward?
Well, we said we were going to play Alphonse Taylor in this game. He started at right guard last year, so we need the guy to play. We'll evaluate how the guys played and try to play the best 5 guys that we can. But, he was a starter a whole year, so he was suspended for a game. Now he's back. Probably needs to get in a little better shape, but hopefully he'll be a productive player for us. I hope both those guys will be productive players for us.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.